Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of this video recording. I originally intended to just take a time lapse of me finishing up the project, trying to get that end result on the right that I'm aiming for. But I ended up having another technical error about halfway through me working on the project, or a quarter of the way. It stopped recording. My phone stopped recording because I ran out of storage. So I did get 20 minutes before I really kind of finished the full process of the project, but I will say 15 of those 20 minutes were spent off frame working on the project because I was trying to get very detailed and in depth. So I'm very sorry. I do not have a lot of footage to show you, but I'm hoping to just vocalize and talk about what I did. And hopefully that works. So for this first part, you see me working on the Trinity knot. So last time I pretty much subtracted that whole middle area, and then now this time I've made coils about as thick as the border, and I'm slipping and scoring them inside the knot to create that look that you see, that kind of I don't know, the Trinity knot look inside of that circle. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just blending out those coils. I add on the different coils and you start to see me slowly going off screen. So in a second anyway, it stopped recording. So and this is how a majority of the video was, by the way. Okay, so here's my end result. And this was all done off camera, of course, just for your guys' convenience. Sorry about that, guys. I'm hoping to fix that or change that for next project, obviously. So some things that I did. I finished the Trinity knot. I made a clover for that top right corner that you see right there. I'm adding some finishing touches. All that you're going to be seeing right now is me adding these finishing touches for like the last 10 to 20 minutes. I'm cleaning some slip that was kind of poking out the bottom of that clover. And then to create that clover, I created 3 like even spheres. I flattened them out into like these rounded triangles, and then I cut the heart shape out from that just because I wanted them to be very even. So that's the way I approached it. And then I added on that texture, and I kind of slipped and scored them all together and slipped and scored it on. And then I added some more slip onto the foliage, foliage in the middle ground. And I added some more noticeably grass in the foreground and middle ground. So for the grass in the foreground, I added on a slab of clay, and then I created that texture with the tool that you see me using in my hand right now. What I'm doing right here is I'm just redefining the frame or the border of the tile. I definitely recommend taking this step. For most of you, it's probably going to just be needed because after working on such a tiny space, I'm sure there's the border got a little bit smushed, so redefining it is a good step. You see me right here, actually, I'm doing that beveled technique that I mentioned last week. So I'm just kind of angling the grass, and then right now I'm kind of making it look like it was more intentional and like I created the grass after I did that. So yeah, I really liked how this grass turned out. At the beginning I wasn't very pleased because I did it with a thinner tool, a needle tool instead, and yeah, I just recommend trying out some different tools, some different techniques. If something's not turning out the way you want it to, maybe it's almost there, or it's like the closest you can get it. So just maybe take a step back and try it with a new tool, try it in a new way, a new manner. That's always the way to go with sculpting. Definitely take your time with it and be patient. So yeah, I'm just redefining that line. And then I did the same thing for creating the grass in the middle ground. And then, like I said, for that foliage area with those trees, I added some more slip on, and then I think I did add some trunks to those trees, and then some things that I did off camera is I added a chimney, and I kind of I didn't remake the roof, but I redefined the roof on the house because it was a little off on the perspective. And then some things that I left out for this project is I did not create the clouds. I might go back and do that, but I didn't create them because I figured I could just glaze them on And then same thing for the house window and door. I didn't want to outline those onto the house, so I figured they would look better if I just painted them on. Okay, what you see me doing here is just outlining those trees, making them very separate from the mountain landscape in the background. Cleaning up the slip from that Trinity knot like I did for the clover. Yeah, just cleaning it up. Like I said, I spent 10 to 20 minutes working on just cleaning up the project after I was done. So I went through, I looked for pilling, I looked for any little accidents, and I just tried to clean them up. There's still some stuff that I definitely want to do, but I might leave that for next time for myself. But yes, also don't forget to put your name and class period on the back of your project. Please don't put it on the front or on the side. Put it somewhere not visible. I mean, unless it is intentional, then you'd want it to be visible. But other than that, put it on the back so we know whose project it is. And then here I show you a side-by-side of the final result and the drawn picture. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. This is one of my first kind of more, I guess, artistic or drawing based sculptural things. So I'm really excited with how this turned out. I hope you guys like this project. I hope it challenged you, and I hope you guys are satisfied with your end result that you are hopefully achieving today. So good luck with that.